Hello, this is Rebecca Born-Trotter reporting live from News 10, and I am about to interview a fellow scientist, Emily Shoemaker. Ms. Shoemaker is expert on the concept of solubility, so let's get to it. Ms. Shoemaker, what exactly is solubility?
Solubility is the maximum amount of solute that will dissolve in a given amount of solvent at a specific temperature and pressure.
That's interesting, but to make things more clear, could you please give us an example?
Of course. Potassium chloride at 0 degrees Celsius, 28 grams of it will dissolve in water, whereas at 20 degrees Celsius, only 34.2 grams will dissolve in water.
What is the most abundant solvent on Earth?
Water is the most abundant solvent on Earth, but it isn't the only solvent used.
That's right, I remember learning about that in chemistry class. Can you tell us why crystals form when a solute and solvent are mixed together?
Well, when put together, solvent and solutes mix, colliding in the process. Sometimes they join together, creating crystals, or sometimes they rejoin the original crystal, and this is classified as crystallization.
So speaking of crystallization, how would you classify a crystallized solution?
It would be a supersaturated solution, which means it contains more solute than it is able to dissolve.
What are the two other ways that you can classify a solution?
Well, there is a saturated solution and an unsaturated solution. Saturated solution is a solution with a perfect amount of solute in a given solvent, and an unsaturated solution is when more solute can be allowed to dissolve inside of the solvent.
What is the relationship between the solvation rate and the crystallization rate?
Well, the crystallization rate will always be increasing, while the solvation rate will stay the same.
Is it true that temperature affects the solubility of a solution?
Yes. Most substances are more soluble at a higher temperature rather than a lower temperature.
What does the kinetic energy of a gas have to do with solubility?
Well, if your solute is in a gaseous form, then kinetic energy is a big part of solubility. It allows the gas particles to escape more quickly at a high temperature. So when the solution of a temperature is increased, the solubility is decreased.
What is one way to create a supersaturated solution?
Well, when you form a saturated solution at a high temperature, then slowly allow it to cool, the excess solute stays dissolved inside the solution.
What are some real-life examples of crystals formed from supersaturated solutions?
Well, the most well-known is rock candy, but hot spring mineral deposits are also created by crystallization.
How does pressure affect the solubility?
Well, when gas is dissolved in any solvent, the solubility increases as the external pressure increases. This is shown with soda. When open, the pressure decreases and the solubility of carbon dioxide is decreased, so it escapes. And when you shake it, while the cap is on, the pressure builds up, and when it is removed, the pressure reduces rapidly and the soda flows out.
Well, there you have it, folks, solubility. Thanks for the great lesson, Emily.
You're welcome. I hope it was helpful for you and to everyone that was watching.